The tragic case of a young woman killed by her Uber driver has sparked renewed safety concerns surrounding rideshare services, prompting widespread discussions about the vulnerabilities passengers face while relying on these platforms for transportation. This heartbreaking incident has ignited fear and skepticism among users, particularly young women. Critics argue that while rideshare apps like Uber have implemented safety features, such as driver background checks and an in-app SOS button, these measures may not be comprehensive enough to truly safeguard passengers. In this recent tragic and distressing incident, a young mother of two went missing after taking an Uber from a nightclub in Indianapolis, only to later be discovered unalived in a wooded area near her home. Chanti Dixon, aged 30, disappeared shortly after getting into the rideshare vehicle outside the club where she was employed on West 16th Street around 3:30 a.m. When attempts to contact her failed, her worried family managed to locate her phone and inform the police, who arrived at the scene and identified the Uber driver as 29-year-old Francisco Valadez. Chanti had recently moved into her residence with her two children, aged 13 and 10, just a few days prior. Law enforcement suspects that Valadez drove her to her street before launching his brutal attack, just a short distance from her front door. Investigators traced his BMW back to his home on Aristocrat Circle, located in the far east side of the city, leading to his arrest. Valadez acknowledged that he had picked Chanti up from her workplace but subsequently provided two conflicting accounts of what transpired. As per police reports, he initially alleged that an armed black man had attacked Dixon while she was in his vehicle. He claimed that the assailant shot her in the thigh and that she managed to kick her way out of his car, prompting him to flee. Ultimately, he confessed to unaliving her. Her devastated mother, Rise Dixon, had this to say: "I keep waiting for her to walk through that door, but I know she won't. Don't let what happened to her diminish what she put out in the world. She'd always be like, 'Ma, you my best friend.' And I'm like, 'Girl, yeah, I know, and you're my best friend.' She was so selfless. So selfless." While ride-sharing apps have revolutionized transportation, allowing for convenience and accessibility, incidents like this starkly remind us of the vulnerabilities that exist within this modern system. Critics have raised questions about the vetting processes for drivers, noting that the criminal background checks and training protocols may not be sufficient to ensure passenger safety. Moreover, the need for more robust safety procedures and advocates for heightened regulations are urging Uber and similar companies to adopt stricter measures that prioritize passenger safety, including real-time monitoring and thorough driver assessments. This horrific incident has become a catalyst for discussions online from users who have shared scary experiences whilst using ride-sharing apps, such as one woman who shared this petrifying experience. "Once came back at 2 a.m. in an Uber, and the guy said he could drive me to a park or museum and show me around. I said no, and he kept me locked in outside my hotel for 5 minutes. Terrifying." Impact Media TV. As the conversation around ride-sharing safety evolves, companies must consider how to ensure the well-being of all passengers in an increasingly uncertain world. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Chanti's loved ones. As always, thanks for watching. Have you had a scary experience with a ride-sharing service? Please feel free to share it in the comments below. Thank you.